Hello and welcome to day 4 of the 10-day trauma-informed yoga series. I am Adriana, trauma-informed yoga instructor and physiotherapist, and day 4 is all about reaching. So grab your mat, get into something comfortable, and we'll start reaching. I will be starting today's practice on my hands and knees, moving through a few cat-cows. So I invite you to meet me there in your own time. As always, you can place a blanket under your wrists or your knees if that feels better for them. And when you're ready, on an exhale, we'll round through the back, bringing the chin to the chest, tucking the tailbone under. On an inhale, lowering the stomach to the floor, gazing forward or gazing upward. Exhale, rounding into cat. Inhale, arching into cow. We'll move through a few more and you can go at your own pace. Day 4 is all about reaching. What are you reaching towards in your life right now? Maybe there's a new goal you've set, a new job, a new community, a new activity. Maybe there's just something in your mind you haven't started yet. But what are you reaching towards? And perhaps this practice can give you some inspiration to continue reaching towards that. Coming back to tabletop when you're ready. We're going to move through something called a bird dog here. So with this, there's a couple different variations you can take. The first one would be lifting the right hand off of the ground. The second variation would be lifting the whole right arm forward. And then the third variation is bringing the right arm up and the left leg back behind you. So you can choose which variation feels best. We'll do one inhale, one exhale here. Bring the hand and leg down or whatever you have up down. And then switch to the other side. So once again, you can just lift the left hand. You can bring the arm forward. Or you can do the left arm and leg up. For one inhale. On the exhale, bringing them both down. Repeating on the right side again for one breath. Exhale, lowering down. Once again on the left side. Perhaps trying to bring the ears and shoulders away from each other. On an exhale, coming down. We'll repeat one more time each side. And of course, if this isn't feeling good for you, you can always take a break. Exhale, come down. Last time, left arm goes up, right leg goes back. Exhale, bringing them down. Taking a moment in child's form here, getting kind of the opposite movement in our back, bringing the tailbone down towards the ground. Perhaps the arms go up above your head. Maybe your head rests on the ground or on a pillow. Taking 3 breaths here. Even when we are reaching towards things, it is nice to take breaks and to rest at the same time. And when you're ready, coming back up to tabletop, we'll be making our way to standing. So if you would like to wait in standing, feel free to do that. If you would like, you can join me in a downward dog and make your way to standing. If you're doing downward dog, placing the hands down, fingers nice and wide, up onto the toes, pushing down through the toes, down through the hands, lifting the tailbone up so that the legs are behind you, as straight as feels comfortable. Bringing the head in between the arms, maybe taking one breath here. And walking your way or stepping or jumping your way up to the top of the mat. Taking a moment to ground down into mountain, pushing down through the feet. Maybe reaching the arms up above your head for a bit of a stretch. Maybe leaning backwards slightly. Coming back up when you're ready. We'll be going through a few different warriors, starting with warrior 2. So keeping that right foot where it is pointed forward, the left leg is going to come behind you with that left foot facing the length of your mat. Bending the front knee. Arms can stay down or arms can go up, whatever works for you today. Taking 2 breaths here. Maybe feeling those leg muscles working. And I invite you to come into reverse warrior if that's in your practice. So taking your left arm, sliding it down the left leg, taking the right arm, lifting it up above your head, keeping that front knee bent as you lean your body back. 1 breath here. As you exhale, reaching the arm forward back into warrior 2. And then if it feels good for you, we're going to move into warrior 3. So we're going to turn our body forward. You can step that left leg forward a little bit. And then we're going to lean so that we're just on the right leg, balancing through here. The left leg can go up, keeping the hips down. And you can lift that back leg as high as you'd like. So if you'd like to keep the back foot on the ground and lean forward, by all means do that. If you'd like to lift the leg up, you can lift it. And then you can reach the arms forward. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, I invite you to bring both feet together back in mountain form. Maybe taking a second to shake out the body, shake out the legs. And we'll move through the exact same thing on the other side now. So taking the left leg, bending it with the foot facing forward. The back foot is facing the length of the mat. Front knee is bent. And then once again, the arms can stay down. Arms can go up. You might want to reach the arms above your head. Do something funky. Whatever works for you. 2 more breaths in warrior 2. Once again, maybe feeling those leg muscles. In your own time, if you would like, making your way into reverse warrior, sliding that right arm down the back leg, left arm reaches up above you. Front knee stays bent. Holding for 1 breath here. As you exhale, bringing the arms down. And if you want to join into warrior 3 on this side, feel free. So bringing that back foot up a little bit. Leaning forward, you can stay here with that right foot down on the ground, or you can lean forward a little bit more over that front leg and lift that back leg up, keeping those hips facing down towards the ground. Once again, reaching the arms up in front of you if you would like, reaching forward, reaching towards whatever goals you're trying to achieve. 3, 2, 1, coming back down in your own time from whatever form you are in. From here, we're going to make our way down into Cobra, moving through a flow. So you can come to the top of your mat again with your feet together, or you can join me on the ground if you'd like to just start there. From here, you can reach the arms once again up above you, maybe leaning back a little bit. As you exhale, you can bring the arms down towards the ground. You can lift the hands onto the shins and gently gaze forward. As you exhale, you can place your hands on the ground, bringing the legs out behind you in a plank or with your knees down. And then you can slowly lower to the ground. We'll move through 1 cobra here. So placing the hands down by your chest, lifting the chest up off the ground as much as you would like, pushing down through the hands. If you want, you can lift the arms so they're totally straight. reaching the head back behind you. If you'd like to do something a little more gentle and have the arms bent and the chest looking up and the gaze looking forward, feel free to do that. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, coming down. Making your way onto your back. And we'll do a few more forms on our back before ending the practice. From here, I'll move into bridge. There's a few different variations of bridge that you can decide on. So placing the feet down on the mat if you're joining into this form. You can place the hands down as well. Gently push down through the feet and down through the hands, lifting the tailbone up. This is one form that you can do. Another form would be to start the same way. So you're lifting the tailbone up. You lift one leg up, reaching one leg forward. That's another form. And the third form, if you're looking for something perhaps a little more supported, you can take a book or a block. You can do a bridge with that block resting on your low back, right above the glute. You can choose if you want the block on the high length or if you want it on the lower one. So multiple different variations for you to choose today in bridge. And we're going to do 3 bridges. So for the first one, pushing down through the feet, down through the hands, and then choosing whichever variation you'd like. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Gently lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Taking a moment here. Moving into the second bridge, pushing down through the feet, down through the hands, lifting the tailbone up. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. And of course, if you're using the block, if you'd like to just stay with the block, feel free to do that. Should have mentioned that from the start. If you're doing one of the other variations, we'll move into the last one here, grounding down through the feet, pushing up one more time, reaching that body up, holding for 3, 2, 1, gently lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Making your way into your final resting form, whatever that looks like to you. I will be lying with my legs out straight. In whatever form you've decided, if you're sitting, lying down, or standing, I invite you to take your arms and reach them up above your head, maybe getting a little bit more of a full body stretch here. Reaching those fingertips all the way up above you, as high as they'll go. And from the opposite direction, thinking about the bottoms of your feet reaching as far forward as they can. So you're almost getting a sensation from one end of the body to the other. And we'll hold here for a couple breaths, knowing that if this is uncomfortable, feel free to come out. And whenever you are ready, coming back to your actual final resting form. I hope whatever you are reaching towards in your life that you feel supported. Know that you can achieve whatever you're reaching towards. I believe in you. Thank you so much for joining me on day 4 of this 10-day trauma informed yoga series. We're halfway through tomorrow. We're on day 5, so I look forward to seeing you then.